What is going on, YouTube? What is going on, Kansas City? And what is going on, everybody? And welcome yet again to the Beat of KC. I'm super ecstatic to provide you this video today. It is going to be on yet again another draft pick, and many might say that this is the most exciting pick in this entire draft. I'm super excited about this player. We're going to be talking about Cornell Powell, a much needed position in the receiver position. He's coming to us from Clemson, so a very competitive football team with a great head coach in Dabo Swinney. So really going to be able to provide an instant impact, I believe, in the receiver position. Yes, there are some things that he's going to need to work on, but I think that will be, worked out through camps and as we get into, all kinds of training and things like that. But super excited to provide this video to you guys because I really do feel Cornell Powell is going to be special. So if you're interested in Cornell Powell, if you're interested in the 5th round pick number 181, I suggest you stay tuned right after this. But before we dive into this stud receiver from Clemson, we start to break down film, we start to look at everything Cornell Powell, I ask that you guys smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, comment down below because it helps out more than you know. We're trying to grow the channel. We're trying to get it out to the YouTube universe and let everybody know what we have going on here at the Beat of KC. So please subscribe. Please smash that like button, and now it's time to get into the video. Let's go. Out the gate firing. We understand that this offense is absolutely lethal. The Kansas City Chiefs have one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, and he's young, and he's a gunslinger, and he has a ton of weapons. He does make a lot of offensive players around him that much better too, because he is an elite quarterback. Patrick Mahomes is phenomenal, ladies and gentlemen. He's an MVP, and he also has won a Super Bowl. It's absolutely incredible. But this video is about receivers, specifically Cornell Powell, who we drafted out of Clemson. And the reason why I say that is because we see where Cornell Powell is coming from. He's coming from Clemson. He's had Trevor Lawrence thrown to him. Trevor Lawrence obviously went in the 1st round with the 1st pick to the Jacksonville Jaguars. So there's a reason why he was taken there. Every time I feel like I watch college football, Clemson is either on TV or they're in a national championship or they're competing to go to a national championship. So the pedigree of football is there. And so Cornell Powell, obviously, it's just exciting to be able to talk to you about him and him coming to the Kansas City Chiefs. So here we go. Let's start getting into this information. So he is from Greensville, North Carolina. He is a redshirt senior, 6 foot, 204 pounds is what they registered him going into the draft. 32 3/4 arms, and you're looking at about 9 7/8 in the hands. He was taken in the 5th round with pick number 181. And so what we're going to do is we're going to dive in and really read this bio. And as I'm reading the bio, you might start to see some clips of his playing ability. It's going to be absolutely tremendous. So Powell was a top 50 prospect nationally coming out of Greensville, North Carolina, but struggled during his first 4 years on campus to get playing time ahead of talented pass catchers. This list is absolutely unbelievable. So they had Mike Williams, T. Higgins, Justin Ross, Hunter Renfrow, Deion Kane, Ray McLeod, Amari Rogers, Artavius Scott, DeAndre Overton, plus Jordan Leggett and as a tight end. So he played in 9 games as a reserve in 2016, 12 receptions, 87 yards, 7.3 average, and 14 games in 2017, 8 receptions, 57 yards, 1 touchdown, 7.1 average, 3 kick returns, 65 yards, 21.7 average. Powell redshirted in his 3rd year with national champion Tigers, but played in 4 games, 5 receptions, 63 yards, 12.6 average, 4 kick returns, 117 yards, 29.3 average as a backup while maintaining the year of eligibility. He was a larger part of Clemson's offense in 2019. 15 receptions, 122 yards, 8.1 average, 2 touchdowns. With Higgins off to the pros and Ross sidelined due to spinal conditions, Powell played well enough to earn third-team All-AACC honors, 53 receptions, 882 yards, 16.6 average, 7 touchdowns. He accepted an invitation to the Senior Bowl. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a trend with these draft picks. And the reason I say that is because you're seeing a lot of these picks that the Kansas City Chiefs took attending the Senior Bowl, and I think that is a trend. I do think Brett Veach likes to go and seek out, I think his whole entire scouting team like to go seek out players at the Senior Bowl, and it is a trend, I do believe. Another thing you got to think about, ladies and gentlemen, when you're talking about Cornell Powell, yes, you may not see him continuously on the field. Yes, there are some times where he was kind of left out of the picture because of everyone who played before him. T. Higgins, I absolutely love T. Higgins. But the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, is the continuous reps that you have to think about that were done in practice over a stretch and period of time, because he is clearly getting the reps. He is going through the motions at practice. He's doing what he has to do, and there's a reason why he was drafted in the 5th round with pick 181 to the Kansas City Chiefs. They're seeing his physicality. They're seeing what he has. And in all honesty, another Clemson graduate, Sammy Watkins, who obviously is no longer with the Kansas City Chiefs. He went to the Baltimore Ravens. I think Cornell Powell can easily fill his shoes, and they look very similar. They have a very similar playing style as well. I think if we can get Cornell Powell to be able to block the way Sammy Watkins was able to block in open space when you run some screens, when you do some quick, hook and ladder type plays, I think that's where Cornell Powell will be very successful, and he'll see some longevity with the Kansas City Chiefs in the receiving core position. I just think that he has a tremendous upside, and I think that's also why the Chiefs really enjoy what they have. So I'm going to quickly go through this overview, and the comparison, I do like it. I really do like the comparison. It's James Jones. I think, Cornell Powell actually is a little bit quicker than you would expect. And you will see that in some of these videos. So unique evaluation as a wideout who came into the program as a 4-star recruit, never beat out talent in front of him, and then put together impressive tape in his single season as a full-time starter. Powell is well skilled beyond the career production, as he's clearly taken in the coaching and learned from others at the position. He's smooth, but will have to win the route polish and competitiveness, as long as speed and separation burst appear to be very average, which could be to a higher number of contested catches outside the Clemson offense. The tape is good, but the testing will be important as teams grapple with the single season of production. Powell will be an NFL backup at worst. So, ladies and gentlemen, remember who he's going to be learning from in that receiver room. He's still going to have Demarcus Robinson. He's still going to have Garrett Dieter. He's still going to have, some of these other veterans like Todd Sharp. He's and then you got the elite of the elite in Tyreek Hill, talking about route running. You're talking about, all kinds of things, but you're also giving a first-year experience coming from Mecole Hardman, really a 2-year experience from Mecole Hardman. So you really have the full spectrum in that receiver room, able to really assist with what Cornell Powell is going to be experiencing coming into his first year in the NFL. We're going to dive in and start talking about the pros and the cons, or the strengths and the weaknesses. And if they honestly doubted this guy because he only played 1 year in college, his strengths are absolutely massive. So I'm going to jump in and I'm just going to knock out this list. Moves around the field with smooth gait, leverages route, turns against tight man coverage, sneaky hand fighting to create separation, clears out catch space at the top of his routes, showed improved as downfield ball tracker and body stacker, athletic in the air without outstanding body control and catch instincts, plucks it high point and hides it away from swatting hands, plus hand-eye coordination through noisy catch points, quarterback's friend with sudden but soft hands. That's one that I really want to emphasize. Will get to the football where it is thrown, gets run ready even before completing hitch catch, not overly elusive, but makes tacklers miss after catch, has ability as a stalk and wall-off blocker. Again, something Sammy Watkins was good at. Hopefully this translates. Maybe this is something that comes from Clemson. It'd be very interesting to see how that translates to the NFL, and really from a Clemson football player receiver perspective. I like every strength that was listed here. I could not agree more, and you'll see that in a ton of these clips that you're seeing. So some weaknesses. The list is a lot shorter. Only 1 year over 15 catches, 125 yards in a season. He did only start and fully play a 1 full full year. High cut with limited wiggle in his movements can be worked on. Expect average release success against press. Drive gear doesn't seem to generate panic in cornerbacks. Route fakes lack salesmanship. Below average separation burst. Route ask were rather basic at Clemson. Dropped easy would be touchdown catch headed into the end zone against Virginia Tech. All that can be worked on, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing in that is just stand out like, man, I hope that gets fixed. All that can be worked on. And with that receiver room, you have Patrick Mahomes, you have Andy Reid. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, I think we got a good. I also want to give mad props to Harold Kuntz for posting first day video of, camp and rookie camp, and we're seeing some video from Powell in a uniform for the Kansas City Chiefs wearing and donning the number 14, which was worn by Sammy Watkins, another Clemson receiver. I appreciate you swinging by and checking out this video on Cornell Powell. I can assure you this will not be the last video on this receiver or this group. By no means. We're getting ready. We're going through rookie camp. We're going to be going into training camp, and then we're going to be jumping into preseason, and we're going to be jumping into the season. So you're going to hear a lot about not only Cornell Powell, but this group. So I do appreciate you swinging by. Please smash that subscribe button. Please smash that like button. It helps out tremendously. And as always, I appreciate you checking out the Beat of KC. Have a good day.